YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. My name is ChristinLeRay and I'm here to motivate the day. And today I got a special guest with me. Y'all see my lashes? Hold on.
Period.
Y'all see the lashes? This one right here, Miss Obiny. Miss Obiny Drayton did my lashes, okay? She's my lash tech, and today we're just gonna be having a conversation. I just want to get into like business, who you are as a person, give the folks advice, because this one right here is a hard worker. Okay? First of all, chemistry major. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Chemistry major, started your own business. Now you're about to teach other people how to do it. I just want the tea. Okay? I just want the tea. So when we start on my Uncovered series, we always start with this lovely game right here. How we're not really strangers, because honestly, so we both went to the same college. I just started getting my lashes done from Obiny in October. Literally thought it was gonna be my first and like only time. I was like, it's just gonna be like a once in a while. And I've been coming every single month now. Literally, what is it, July?
Girl.
And I said I started in October. So we be talking, having really deep conversations, and my eyes always be closed. And I was just telling her before I turned the camera on, now my eyes just open. There's nothing that's different. We still have a good conversation. But I just want to start with this little game, you know, so we can connect, you know, a little icebreaker. So it's 3 different levels to the game. So the first one is, hold on, I literally do this every single time. The first one, that's the final part, hold on, is perception. The second is connection. And then the last one is reflection. I want to do connection because I just want us to connect. That's the whole goal today. So I'm gonna give you a card, and then okay, let me just whatever you want. And if you don't like it, we can choose another one.
Yeah, we can do another one.
Okay, that's fine. If we don't like it, it's okay. We can choose another one.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
This first one, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
So the question I got is, are you lying to yourself about anything?
Oh.
Yeah. And I answer first?
Yeah.
Okay. So am I lying to myself about anything? I think sometimes what helps me like keep going, sometimes I lie to myself about how hard things are.
Ooh,
and to make it easier, I'm like kind of delusional about certain stuff. Like, okay, it's not even that bad. Like, I can do it.
Yeah.
So I would say that's a big one. That usually helps me like get through most things. I keep telling myself like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Just about certain things like I encounter throughout life overall.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Okay, my turn. Am I lying to myself about anything? So I would say right now, no, my goal is to like really live fully in my truth and just be very authentic, because there was a point in time where I wasn't living in my truth. Cause I don't know, I guess mainly because like after I graduated college, you know, we're in school for so long, 13 years. We were kind of just talking about this Saturday.
Right.
But like your identity, my identity was just in being a student. So I was like out of school and I was like, no, I'm fine. Everything is good. But like, I really took the time to journal and sit back, and I was in therapy. And I was like, actually, I'm not doing good. Like, my identity is no longer in being a student, and I'm lost right now, but I didn't really own that. So for that point in time, I definitely was lying to myself. But like now, being 2 years removed out of school, trying to fully be authentic in myself. So I was lying to myself, but no longer.
Yes, ma'am. I like that though, because I feel like overall, like you have to go through things to see what you really, how you need to do things now. So.
No, for sure. Yeah, no, it's hard, because when you lie to yourself, you be like, hold on, you're not fully living to like, in your truth, and you're not fully living to the potential that you could even be in.
Yeah.
So yeah, girl, real ghetto. I didn't like the question that I had, so I'm gonna shuffle for myself. Ooh,
that's a good one.
Girl, kind of. Okay.
Let's hear it.
So this one says, what do you crave more of? Okay, so I would say for myself right now, so I recently got into a relationship, and I think, yes, we got me a good man, okay? A good man. A good man. And I think Okay, so I'm not really big into signs, but I do know that I'm a Libra. And they be saying Libras like really crave balance, and I would say that's very true for me. So right now I think I'm craving just really fully finding that balance in my life, because I'm working, I do my content, I'm now in a relationship, so really trying to find the balance in all areas of my life. So if I'm fully living my truth, that's probably what I'm craving most right now. Just finding that healthy balance of, you know, still taking care of myself, but still taking care of my person, but also just trying to do it all, girl.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think that's important, because like I feel like you have a great mindset on it, like starting out, just because like a lot of times when you get in relationships, you can allow that to consume your life with certain things. So I feel like it's really good that you're like already knowledgeable and like, okay, I need to be aware. So
yeah, girl, because it's good. I've been in too many situations before where that person became my life, and then I'm not in those relationships no more. Yeah, so as you can see, that didn't work out.
Same. Honestly, that's what I'm practicing in like my next relationship, even relationships now, platonically and romantically.
All of them, yeah, for sure.
But what do I crave?
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like these days I've been craving my definition of happiness, because I feel like I'm kind of like rebuilding, relearning myself, because like I feel like I'm a new version of myself. And like I want to just make sure in this lifetime that I'm able to make myself happy, so whatever that looks like. And I feel like as childish as it is, mainly what I've been doing is like, as I relearn myself, I'm writing down like, okay, if I do something, how does this make me feel? If I dislike something, I'm like writing down everything, because overall I think the process of relearning the new version of yourself, it takes time, and I do want to like find complete happiness in this version of myself. So yeah, happiness is what I'm craving.
I love that, like, you were talking about me being self-aware, but like that really credits how self-aware you are to be able to like really write down, okay, how does this make me feel, and just being super intentional in that, because relearning yourself can be hard, because like it's like a death to who you once were. Of course, like you don't want to lose yourself, but you're just rediscovering who Obiny is now.
Right, yeah.
And like you just went through something major, you just graduated.
Exactly.
So it's just like, I feel like you're in that limbo stage now of my identity was a student, kind of what I was just talking about, and just figuring out like, okay, how do I navigate life? Like, how do I do anything?
And I feel like the transition into adulthood is so ghetto. Ooh. Like you're really trying to like figure this out, and everybody's trying to figure out. I feel like it looks so different for everybody. What could work for this person is definitely probably not gonna work for you. So that's why I think it's about learning yourself, opposed to what you see and, you know, just external factors. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
That's real.
Yeah, that's mainly what I am craving at the moment.
That's real. I like that. So, getting into being my last tag, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. So, one thing I mentioned, I really admire you because you're such a hard worker to literally be chemistry, y'all. Science is just not my, anything STEM, I am not, I'm more the creative and the communications was my major. So I really admire your work ethic. So I want to talk about really how you started to get into lashes and how you really balanced that throughout school, because girl, I know it was hard.
Yeah, I feel like overall it was very difficult. But like how I started out with lashes, initially, I'm not gonna lie, me personally, I got this from my father, everything. Like, I'm gonna go after a bag. I'm not gonna lie. However that look, I'm gonna go after a bag. So like, at first I was doing hair. I'm like, no, I gotta do something else.
Hold on, you can do hair?
Girl,
hold on, wait a minute.
Yes, I was doing hair first. Yeah, like freshman year, I was doing people hair. I'm like $80 a head.
Something.
So first I started doing hair, and then after that I was like, I don't like this no more. So then I started doing lashes after that. And like I said, initially it was strictly for the money. I'm like, I gotta try to figure out more ways to make money. As a broke college student, I'm like, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, literally.
No. So as I started to do it more, actually no, I think I slept on lashes. Yeah. So I took the course with the girl at Winthrop. Actually, I took the course and then I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
Paid all that money, did not touch it.
Yeah.
I let it sit, and then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, I ended up losing my job. So I was like, then I was like, okay, it's time. So I just started practicing on everybody. I had friends. Shout out to Liv. She was my very first person that let me practice on her. Y'all, this set took 5 hours.
Literally, Liv did this hairstyle too. Shout out to Liv.
That was my Liv.
Shout out to Liv. Yep, I'm gonna put her at right there. That's the right.
So Liv was my first client, and I'm just like practicing. But as I started to do it more, I feel like it was a technique to it, and it was really like a craft, like an art. So I feel like learning, like when I like to learn new things. So I'm like, okay, I kind of like this, different styles, and even 3 years in now, I feel like I'm still learning. I think the best way to be successful as an entrepreneurship is to stay open-minded. I think never think you know too much, because even when you think you do, it's gonna be like, okay. But just staying dedicated, because like you gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. You could have a week where you made your most money. You could have a week where it's like, this ain't it. Yeah, but I feel like it's about just persevering through that, and knowing that like ultimately, if this is your passion, then you're gonna keep up with it, you're gonna keep it going, because like ultimately, I mean, everybody have bad weeks, you know. Yours just look different because you are in control of it. I mean, you're not in control of it. You can't control whether or not who come, this and that, you know. So ultimately, I think it's just about staying consistent and knowing that you want to do something. So
no, that's real. That's so real. Even though like I'm not doing lashes, I'm not in that same field for my content creation. It's the same thing for me, because like I have some videos that perform really well, and then I have some content, girl, I'm like, this only got 5 views.
Right, what is
like what is this? This is ghetto. This is not what it's supposed to be. But like editing, creating content, helping other people, that's what motivates me. So it's just like sticking true to knowing what your passion is. And those things, it's like, okay, that's what keeps me going. So like,
honestly, I just want to say, like, I love to see your content on everything. Every time I see it, I'm like, I gotta support, because ultimately I feel like as business owners, as content creators, whoever, we are our biggest supporter, regardless of who comes, who goes. It's like no matter the feedback you get, you gotta keep going, because you are your biggest supporter, you know. Literally. And like bad days, good days, it don't matter. You gotta show up for yourself over and over and over. So I really do love to see, like, every time I see your content, you know, I be like, share, go. I'm always in there, because ultimately I just love it. You know, who gonna support you but your community? I feel like you gotta rely on yourself and community, you know.
No, that's real. It's funny you say that, because like one reason I even started going to you for my lashes was because I was like, we have to support our community and our peers. Like, there are so many other people. I could have went to Charlotte, I could have went to all these different locations, but I was like, first of all, I've been seeing your work for so long. I'm like, why wouldn't I just go to Obiny? First of all, you have the coolest personality. And just when I would see you on campus, which I told you before, we just say like our little hey, bye, keep it pushing. But like, I knew there was something special about you. So then from the first time, that's why I continue to come to you, because we have real conversations. We can talk about stuff. You're very professional. That was even one thing. I have a friend, Aaliyah, she's a Zeta, and she was like, no, Obs is great. Like, she's super professional. I was like, okay, yeah. Like, that was already, I knew already, like, I really like her. But then hearing from word of mouth, I'm like, oh, people really talking about this, and they already have really great praises to say about you. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna support. But we have to start with our community, because we're all trying to make it. We're all trying to come up. So it's just like, why search elsewhere when you already know people who are doing stuff?
I think it's the problem with like ego. A lot of things get in the way, especially with women. As women, like I think women immediately see everything as competition, when it's never a competition. Like, I feel like everybody is doing things specific to them, and I just think it's important that we just support each other, because like you said, it's just like your community, people are here, and it's just like, why not want to see the people around you win? And yeah, like back to what you said first, like of course our relationship started with just we just tell each other hey. But no, when you came, it was just immediate, like, oh, I like her. I like her. She's sweet. But yeah, I would say overall, that is one thing I do prioritize myself on. I could say in my 3 years, I don't think, we're gonna knock on wood, but I haven't had any situation where like it's been horrible to where like anything unprofessional or somebody like bad talking me or anything like that. Because when it comes to my business, the customer's always right, for one, and for two, like I have to conduct myself in a certain manner to where, you know, you want to keep coming to me, you want to recommend me to this person. So even if you didn't have a good experience, I'm still leaving that impression on you to where, you know, my name is gonna be in your mouth and you gonna, you know, pass the word on to next person. So yeah.
No, most definitely. That's why anytime I see your content, ooh, let me share this real quick. Ooh, we got a class coming up. Y'all, please. I would sign up for the class myself, but I don't have the vision. So I'm like, listen, I'm supporting from afar, but yeah, I just know I can't for myself. Yeah. But I guess now I really want to get into, you're about to move back home. You are about to go back to Charleston. This is a new space for you. Even though you grew up in Charleston, it's just like you haven't lived there in 4 or 5 years. And like, what are some of the thoughts that you have going back and now even conducting business there? Because it's just like, of course you have your clientele there, but like, you're gonna be there for a while now. Whereas before, I know that you would go, but it was just like, okay, I'm here for a weekend, I'm here for a week. Whereas now, I'm gonna be here for a little bit. And I know that's not forever because we didn't have our talks.
Right.
But yeah, like, what are your thoughts on that? How are you like working through those feelings?
I feel like for me, off rip, like I know my move to Charleston is strictly business. Like like just making sure I got everything making sure I got everything in motion to where I can strictly like just make money because I think having the opportunity to sit on not paying rent is about to, you know, just be such a blessing to me. Yes. I'm just about to like really make money, lock in, make money, do what I need to do, like no distractions. But I do think my life in Charleston 5 years ago did look different than what it is gonna look like now. So really, like, I think my main thing has been journaling and make sure I'm intentional with my actions, my words, everything I'm doing overall, and making sure like I don't get off course of my goals and what I'm trying to do, because I think the city can get very chaotic. But I think it's just really, I'm just gonna go in there knowing what I need to do and how I need to do it, you know? Because like I got plans for myself and it's gonna execute, you know? And yeah, like you said, it's very much temporary. Like it's just for me to stack up how I need to so I can do exactly what I need to do. So
yeah, no, that's real. You really about the money. You really about the business. I love that. Like, because there's so many people, like, I think that's one reason why it's so important to like really be mindful of who you surround yourself around, because it's just like some people can easily bring you down because they don't have the same hustle. But like, I listen to you talk and I'm like, you really about it, and I really admire that, because it's a lot of young people who like really are talking but they're not really walking the walk. Right. But like seeing you, listen y'all, if you're in the Charleston area, if you're in the Rock Hill area until the end of the month, y'all need to book with my girl, because she's gonna get you right every single time. But like, that's so admirable, because there's so many people like I said, just talking to talk, but you're actually doing it. So
I'm not even gonna say, like, I do appreciate it like wholeheartedly, but I promise I don't got it together. I do what I need to do, and I mean, I never stop working, but ultimately it's so much that I have in store that I need to do and I need to get done. I have my bad days. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely not linear. Like, I have my bad days. It's just, I feel like it's how you choose to move from the bad days and keep going. But life is still very much chaotic, but I really do appreciate the praise that, you know, just in general that, you know, you are getting, because sometimes you do need recognition for the little things that you are doing overall. But I would say, like, since I was in high school, like, I just really been after the bag for real. Like I said, I think I get it from my dad. My daddy can have one thing going on and have another thing. Now we working on this. I got this new business idea. So it's just like, I really think it just kind of transpired down to me and my siblings. So constantly I'm trying to make money. My goal is never to like let the money make me, but ultimately I'm always trying to find like more ways to make money, how I can just keep money in my pocket. And then like nowadays all these men be thinking, oh, your girl just after your money. Please. Oh, yeah, sir.
Relax. I've got my own bag. Like, we can make money together, if anything.
Like, it's never about that. But yeah, no, I just say that to say, like, far from having, like, my life all together, it's nowhere close to perfect, but I can say I work hard, and I continuously work hard, do research, stay open-minded. I'm like a sponge to where, like, this information can be valuable, this information can be valuable, and I'm always trying to like put different people on and just, you know, because like what I know may help you and what you know may help me. Exactly. You just never know. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, we'll get into I got some questions. We have the uncovered jar right here. So if you want to pick one question, give the people some advice.
Okay, so what advice would you give to someone navigating change in their business? This is a good one because you know right now. The advice I give right now probably gonna be something I need to take for myself as well. Because like I'm in the transition of changing my business, upgrading my business overall. So I would say like research, because like I said, one thing somebody else could know, you couldn't, and like just really doing your research to find out what you need to do and making it specific to where your goals align with your personality and who you are. So I feel like that's what I'm trying to mainly stay consistent with as I go through this transition. Like literally before I came here, that's what I've been doing all day. Like just writing out, how do I want my life to look? How do I want my business to look? And how am I putting in the actions to do those things? So yeah, I would say like research, staying consistent and open-mindedness to try to figure out what you want to do and make sure that your goals is specific to, you know, you as a person. Because that way, like, because one career path like I thought was for me is now I feel like isn't for me. So make sure they align with who you are as a person. So yeah.
You touched on one really good thing. Everything that you said was really good, but the open-mindedness, I think that's one thing that like all business owners, all creatives, all people who are trying to start something have to be, because change is inevitable. So like I know for myself, I thought that I wanted to, senior year, I thought I wanted to be a news anchor. And then I graduated and I started being a security guard at Target. So like change is inevitable, but I learned how to work past that. So it's just like being able to be open-minded. And you also said that you wanted to be in a certain field, but you realized that wasn't the path for you. And my question to you is, how did you really navigate through that? Because I know like in school, chemistry, that was your major. So it's just like you already are going in thinking this is what I want to do, and then realizing this isn't necessarily it for me. So like, how have you been navigating that for yourself?
Ultimately, I feel like I'm definitely the science girl, and I enjoy science in itself. So I feel like that's why I was taking my life in the direction that I thought I wanted it to go. And it's not to say it's like, oh, I hate this field, but anyways, the initial field, like, you know, was pharmacy. So now I'm taking the leap of faith and going full-time business owner, and just doing what I need to do to try to like market myself, because I really do enjoy the freedom behind being a business owner. And yeah, like I think that change started when I started to realize how I felt when I would go into the pharmacy, because I worked as a pharmacy tech for 3 years, and I kind of just at the end of it started to listen to my body and how I felt, and I'm like, do I enjoy doing this task? And I couldn't see, and then like of course like I'm not in the task that I would be in the future, but I was working right next to the person that where I wanted to be. So I'm watching him on a day-to-day. I'm asking, I know he was tired of me, but he always told me I kept him on his toes. But I'm asking him so many questions, because like I'm about to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and more schooling to invest into this, and I'm like, is this what I want to do? But I can say I'm dreading it. I'm making it to work late. I'm just, you know, I'm already only working like 1 day a week because I rather work for my business. But it's like, no, I gotta keep going with pharmacy. I gotta keep going with pharmacy. And my mama like, well, ain't doing pharmacy. So I think that change for me started where it's like, of course I got accepted in pharmacy school, but it was like, the idea of turning down the opportunity to be a doctor was insane, but it was like, I don't think my heart was in it anymore. And like, I really feel like I had to think of long term, like, am I gonna be happy or am I gonna have money? And it's not to say I can't have money with my business. I know how to make money, but at the same time, it was like something I thought I wanted to do my whole life. Like, I'm gonna be a pharmacist, I'm gonna be a pharmacist. And like I always say, I got 10 years to decide if I do wanna go back, but I can't say right now that my passion is in it. I don't think my heart is in pharmacy anymore. So I think dealing with that change really it was difficult, and it still is difficult, because I feel like it's grieving your old life and transitioning into a new journey. And yeah, I think it's very difficult, and it almost feels like you're disappointing, oh, this person, because I was gonna be the first person in my family to become a doctor. But ultimately, I mean, I just don't think, well, I don't know yet, but as of right now, I can't say that that path is for me. You know, I thought it was, but I don't know that it is anymore. Just because, you know, just I just
That's
think
fine.
I think that's the key. I feel like knowing that change is okay, regardless of this opinion, because it's your life. You're walking in these shoes.
Exactly.
Nobody has to wake up early and do this life for you but yourself. So like,
you have to come for Obiny at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's like, regardless of any outside noise, even though you might have been saying for so many years, this is exactly what I want to do. If you are going into this field every single day and you're like, I'm not really feeling this, like, that one, I commend you for really listening to your body, because like some people still just keep going because there are so many different voices and they're like, I have to do this, or they just feel they owe it to everybody else. But again, it's your life at the end of the day, so you have to do what makes you feel good, and just the courage that you have to leap out on faith, because that's scary.
Yeah,
that is.
It's like also not wanting to disappoint like people around you. Yeah, like I'm like telling my dad and mom, like, oh, I barely even still tell them, but I'm like, hey, I'm not going to pharmacy school, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, it's stability. I'm like, okay, but I choose happiness. And he like, but it's stability. But it's just, I don't know. I like you said too, like I think over and over, like even in life, like you need stability, obviously. But I just think I want to take that leap of faith, and I want to do what I need to do for my business, because it's just so many different avenues. I think my final straw kind of was talking to this girl. She went to USC. She was in USC pharmacy school. She was a third year, and she dropped out. Yeah, wow. She dropped out her third year. She only had one more year.
I was just gonna say,
yeah, she had one more year of pharmacy school, and she just dropped out. And she was just, I just was like, why? You know, I'm asking all the questions.
Yeah,
of course, her journey is different from mine, but she was just saying like she kept doing it for her family, for other people, when in reality it was draining her body, her mental health. Like she was almost on the verge of suicide. Like, and it's just like no career is even worth your life, like at all. And then church sermons, everything, feel like it just kept telling me like, you know what you want to do. You know what you need to do.
What you doing?
So I'm just gonna walk this path, and I'm gonna do it to the best that I can. I'm gonna work hard and, you know, do what I need to do, and, you know, try to make, well, I will make the best life out of it. So.
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, I feel like you already have that mindset in you, so now it's just putting all of that work towards that. The work ethic is there, the mindset is there, you're doing all the things that you need to do, so just keep doing those things.
Yeah, just a scary path, but like necessary. Let's say that.
Yeah, that's real. All right, I'm asking you questions. Let me pick out a question for myself. Ooh, okay. You can probably answer this better, but I'm going to answer it myself too. Okay. So the question is advice for college students who want to start their own business. Oh my goodness. So I think the first thing that I think of is like, really, you have to find balance, because college is hard. College is hard within itself, but I think you need to start with like, am I organized with my classes, with my schedule? Because I did work all throughout college. Working at Olive Garden, working full-time, both my full-time job and then actually taking courses. So I think you need to take a grip on all your classes. Once you feel good with that, I think hone in on what exactly the business is that you want to do, and then do your research, as you mentioned before trying to start, and get a game plan set. So I think those will be the first things, but I'm gonna let you take this one because you actually started the business.
Okay, so I would say advice for starting a business. In college. Definitely in college. That's the kicker.
Yeah, exactly.
In college. But I would definitely say balance, like you say, like write out things. Writing things gonna be your best friend. Don't think you just can remember everything, because it's gonna be something you forget that don't. Writing out everything, a planner gonna be your best friend. And I would say like your goal. What are you trying to do? And does this does it go along with what you're even doing in college, or what you want to do? You know, it's just like all of that. But with starting your own business, I think mindset is big. Mindset is a big one as well. Like just staying balanced, and I just feel like going through that journey, my main priority was just making sure I write things down. And it was like some areas would slack and other areas would be better. And you know, it's just finding that balance and maintaining what you need to do. So you just say you want to do this, so it's like you need to do what you need to do so that you can achieve this. And reaching out to your community, talking to people. Also, more importantly, it really don't matter who supports you and how they support you. If this is what you want to do, You keep going. It don't matter if people would have wanted you to do it this way. Like, just do what you want to do and keep promoting yourself. Be your biggest supporter through every single journey, every phase, every life transition that you have, because that's gonna look different in every season.
Ooh, that's good. I think another thing I thought of as well is get rid of FOMO, fear of missing out. Because you're gonna miss things, but if your business is as important to you as you want it to be, then you're gonna miss out on things, and that's gonna be okay. But you just gotta stay ahead of the game. You gotta get your work done at the end of the day, because college is not cheap, okay? College is not cheap at all, but if you really want your business to pop off, you're gonna miss out on things, and that's okay. And also just having a strong foundation, a strong circle around you, because it's hard and you're gonna have to lean on people sometimes. So
yeah, yeah, that was good. And then also, like, I know everybody want to be an entrepreneur, everybody want to start their business, but ultimately I think what I've noticed too, that except when something may not be for you, like entrepreneurship in itself is a lot. Like, people don't even talk about how much go on the back end. Like, it's just so much tied into it that people don't even know. And once you try to do this, and I'm not saying just give up, no, like never, but I'm just saying obviously certain things are for certain people. Like, if you keep finding yourself burnt out, you keep finding yourself lost, you keep finding yourself in a place where it's like, I'm not understanding, then maybe like take a new avenue, because like don't try to make something for you that's not. And I just feel like I've seen that a lot as well. But you know, I definitely not saying, like I said, not saying give up. Like, definitely if something is for you, it's for you, and things do take time. But also there's certain career fields for a reason, you know. Different people, something may suit you, this person, better than it suits them, you know. So just knowing that too.
Different strokes for different folks, honestly. And if you realize that something wasn't for you, that's okay, and realize, hey, not everything is for everybody, and you can know that you put your all into something. As long as you know that, then don't beat yourself up when you realize, or if you realize that it's not for you.
Yeah,
because that's fine at the end of the day.
Because like doing hair, like immediately I had to shift, because I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this. No, like there's just certain things, like you'll know when something is for you and when it's not for you. You don't gotta force it, because you're gonna leave yourself unhappy.
Most definitely. Okay, we touched on some real things today.
This is good. This is real good.
Well, if you are in the Charleston area, if you are in the Rock Hill, South Carolina area until the end of July this month, you need to be reaching out to get your lashes done, because Miss Obiny right here, Lashing by Obs, she's gonna get you right every single time. Let me show you one time.
More importantly, like in addition to lashes, I'm gonna say here it's coming soon, but I will be doing
Okay, hold on. Take it, yeah. Give me a mic.
I will be licensed in a few weeks, and I will also be doing lashes, waxes, and facials. And I may do some trips up here from time to time, because my move to Charleston is far from permanent. So just follow my page. Honestly, it's about to change soon, so you need to follow it now. The name about to change, everything about to change. So follow my business page.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I got the sneak peek, y'all. Okay. But thank you guys for watching today. Again, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know every single time I post a video. And again, follow Miss Obiny right here. You don't want to miss out on all the major things she has coming. And thank you guys for watching.
Follow her too. Make sure, stay in touch. Like her stuff. Support doesn't always look like sharing her stuff, whatever. Like it. If you see it, show her some support. It's free.
Exactly.
It's free. Just like her stuff. Like.
Yep. Awesome.